Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and this video is not just for keto folks. This video is for anyone who likes eggs and or kitchen hacks. We are going to make 2 hard-boiled eggs in just 2 minutes. And in probably less than 1 minute more than that, we're going to create a single serving of egg salad that is the best egg salad I've ever tasted. When I was a kid, I did not like hard-boiled eggs, probably because they were cooked incorrectly. The whites were always really firm, like rubbery firm. And the yolks tended to be overcooked as well. They were kind of powdery and dry and sulfury smelling and sometimes green around the edge. Essentially, to me, it was the food equivalent of eating a fart, which meant that egg salad was fart salad. This is not going to be fart salad, at least for a couple of hours. So if you got a couple minutes and you're ready, let's cook. We start with 1/2 cup, or about 120 milliliters of water. This is just room temperature. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. This is optional, but it does add a little bit of brightness. It also helps the whites of our eggs hold together a little bit better, just like when you're poaching an egg. Next, I have 2 large eggs, which I am going to crack into my water. You can use a shallow bowl, but I find that using one of these Pyrex containers works the best for me. You'll notice that whenever I crack an egg in my videos, I always do it on a flat surface, never on an edge. That helps avoid getting little bits of shell in your egg that you need to fish out later. Now this is going to go into the microwave for 2 minutes. Into the microwave, 2 minutes. And while that's cooking, we'll get the rest of our egg salad ready. For any sort of herbs or seasonings or add-ins for the egg salad, that's up to you. I find finely diced celery or really finely diced shallot goes great. You could probably put some everything but the bagel seasoning in it. What I'm going to do though, since right now I've got a bunch of fresh herbs, especially dill and chives, I'm going to add some dill and chives to my egg salad. While my eggs are cooking, I'm going to chop up my herbs. I've got some chives right here. I'm going to say this is somewhere around a teaspoon of chives. Then I've got some fresh dill. And it looks like I got probably a little less than a tablespoon of that. Then I'll add 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. This is homemade mayonnaise. I'll include the link to how to do that right there. Then we'll add a teaspoon of mustard. You can use yellow mustard, brown mustard. I'm using Dijon. Now if your eggs wind up being done before you have a chance to completely finish your egg salad, that's fine. You can just let them rest in the water. They're not going to cook a whole lot more, so you don't need to worry about them turning green in the yolk. We'll scoop them out with a slotted spoon and set them on a paper towel. Give them a little blot, and we'll let them sit for a couple of seconds to cool. If you want, you can use one of these egg and fruit slicers to chop up your egg, but to me that's just dirtying one more dish. I'll stick with my knife. Now if you take a look at this, you can see that the whites, they're fully set, but they're still soft. They're not all rubbery. Our yolks, fully cooked. In fact, this may have gone just a smidge long, but it's not actually to the point that it's powdery and sulfury smelling. Plus, chopping it up allows me to catch some of that leftover dill that was still on my cutting board. Move our egg to the bowl. Then I'm going to add 1 or 2 grinds of fresh black pepper. Couple grinds of pink Himalayan sea salt. Mix together with a fork or spatula. And there we have our single serving of egg salad. In terms of serving and eating this up, You could throw it on some crackers or some low-carb crackers, which I will link to both of my recipes at the end of this video. If you want, you could put it on a lettuce wrap, you could put it on bread. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be using the Aldi's Zero Net Carb bread and making myself an egg salad sandwich for lunch. This Aldi Net Zero bread is a little bit smaller than standard bread, so this is gonna wind up being sort of a thick sandwich. And we'll cut it into triangles because everybody knows triangles taste better. And now for the taste. That is truly so good. It is such a far cry from any egg salad I had growing up. It doesn't have any of that sort of funky sulfur taste to it. The eggs themselves are just so delicate, and that combination of herbs, chives and dill, that's a winner. Before I close out this video, I'm going to answer a couple questions that I bet you probably have. First, how is the Aldi Net Zero Carb bread? That'll be one of my next 1 or 2 videos. I'll give you a full review and my opinion on it. The other question you may be asking is, can you use this same technique to poach an egg? And the answer to that is kind of. There are a handful of videos out there that I've seen where people try poaching an egg. And I say try because it doesn't come out the way I would want a poached egg to come out. Very often the yolk kind of seems to be wandering off on its own. Very often the yolk winds up being overcooked. You wind up getting some runny white, which to me, that just sort of grosses me out. Runny white freaks me out. So I'm going to continue to do some experiments with quantities of water, temperature, and time. And if I feel that I can get a foolproof poached egg that you can do 1 minute in a microwave, count on seeing a video. But that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified whenever I release a new video, tap that bell and select all notifications. And finally, if you want to help support the Serious Keto Test Kitchen, click on join and see what some of the membership options are all about. And remember, I'm about to show you the links to my keto crackers up here. Thanks for watching.